Hey, how you going, guys? My name's Karnage and welcome back to another Boom Beach video. In today's video we're going to be discussing a few things. The first is there's an update that's been announced for this month. Also, this video is going to be task force related. I haven't done one of those in a while. But yeah, there's an update that has been announced for this month. Basically what's happened is a random guy on the forums posted up a topic. He said, can we expect an update this month? And Supercell normally won't reply to this sort of stuff. But this time, this guy got a response, and it was with a picture, and it basically spelt out the word yes, and that was done with economy buildings. So it's confirmed there is an update coming. I have posted a link to that video in the description, so if you guys want to check out that topic and the picture, definitely feel free to. But yeah, there's two things we know that is coming. The first is, well, the skin for the mortar. That's how it looks currently when it's maxed. Right here. The skin for that's changing. We have a visual upgrade for that. We know this by the picture because I think it's a level 15 mortar and it looks just a bit different. So there's that. But perhaps the most biggest change of it is if you look in the top right hand corner of the picture, there's trees and there's a hidden building behind the trees. There's a lot of speculation going around as to what it could be and what it could do. At the moment, we don't know anything about it. But my guess is it could be one of a few things. Supercell teased us in the past. I think it was either just before the last update or just after it. They said they were working on a hero troop, which, if you haven't played Clash of Clans, I haven't really played it a whole lot, but from what I understand, a hero troop, they have a building for what they call clans, and that for us it's called task forces, but they have a building built around it, and you can store troops in it, including heroes, and the hero can be used for defensive purposes, so it can help defend your base, and you can also use it when you're attacking a base as well. And they have abilities and stuff like that while you're attacking. So it's either that, it's either a building to help do that, or it's something to do with Task Force Wars. Now, when HQ21 came out, in the build up to that, they actually said they were doing Task Force Wars. And that obviously never came, but if you look at the design of the building, on the very top, which we can see, it looks like the top of like a football, like the lacing of it. And if you've never seen football, it doesn't matter which version of football we're talking about here. Basically, it's two teams playing against each other. So, if based on that logic, it might have something to do with task forcing, like Task Force Wars. But that's just my guess. Also, it sort of looks like on the side that there's two dots and maybe like a number or something in the middle of it. So that was just another reason why I thought that maybe. But without further ado, let's jump into the task force videos and attacks here. I did a pretty cool attack today, actually. All Zookas, so I did have a good boost. I had 89% troop damage, which is just my masterpiece boosted up, and I boosted up I think 4 of my gunboat statues, and no health. This is dead end, by the way. I'm in a new task force. I'll show you the stats and the page for that in a second. There is a story behind why I'm in this group and not Redemption, and I'll get to that. But we're doing a beach style landing here. You guys know the drill. But this is the base. It's Javanize, or Gavanize, however you say that. My goal is these shock launchers here. So I flared the corner here, and I don't have to worry too much about anything. This sniper tower will get a few shots in, but I mean that's like 2 Zookas or like 3 Zookas or something. Nothing too much. So I timed that flare perfectly so none of my Zookas stray too much. Now I'm just getting the feel for the smokes, where the troops are going to be. And I can be a bit lenient with where they are, because I'm only dealing with boom cannons at this point. The rockets here are out of range. They did have a bit of range where it was, but not enough to cause problems. So now we're at the kill spot. I had to drop a second flare there. But you look here, this was my mistake. So I did lose some Zookas because of that. One Zooka just strayed a little too much. So I shocked these shock launchers, dropped some critters just to distract these buildings a little bit so I don't lose too many. I re-shock and flare, which was really well timed, I must say. So I've taken out these shock launchers. Now the goal is, what more can I do? So I'm trying to flare back so I don't lose too many of my guys here. I probably should have flared to the very top corner, but that's life. So we're taking out all these cannons, these boom cannons. This will make all future attacks a lot easier, I think. So we put our Zookas up the top, and now we're just gonna farm some cells. And these sniper towers are gonna pick off all our troops. So that was it for us on that attack. I got an attack yesterday with warriors. Actually, before I show you guys that attack, I'll explain what happened with my task force. I'm with this group at the moment, Florida Elite, and if you guys remember from Redemption, I used to boom with a guy called Fernando. I call him Fern. Where is he? He's in the 600s, I think. There he is. Fern just hit 700 VP, so he was the one that suggested this group to me. Actually, a very nice bunch of people, really well organized. I can't see myself ever having a problem with this group, which is really good. They're also a bunch of very skilled players too, so if you guys want to join, definitely do that. But what happened with my task force, or the task force I was in, you remember I was in like a 5-man that split up, and I said I was going to Redemption and I didn't want to leave them. But what happened was, you guys know me well, I don't tolerate being jumped, anyone jumping me in terms of attacking. I turned around and I checked in for the day and I said, look, where do you guys want me? I think it was the co-leader. He told me he wanted me on Distortion. So I said, alright, I'll load up some troops and I'll attack it in like 2 hours time. I had the troops loading. I checked in just to see how stuff was going and to watch some attacks and replays. And I noticed the base had been attacked. Someone had taken my attack. I wasn't happy about it. It's a waste of time for both me and everyone else if I'm loading troops up for something that's just been taken. So I got a bit upset, but I didn't want to show them that. So I checked in. I said, look, what happened? My attack's been taken, and I got fed some rubbish story about what's best for the group and all this sort of thing. And basically, I got made out to be public enemy number 1 because I was asking why I'd been jumped, why my attack had been taken. And it's not that don't get me wrong, the guy did a fantastic attack, but it's not the point. You don't assign someone a base if you don't want them to do it, was my point. So when they started making me out to be the bad guy after something bad had happened to me, I just said, no, that's it. I'm not tolerating that whatsoever. And the guy clearly didn't want to apologize, so I left straight up. I came here, been happy ever since, so all is on the up and up. But this is yesterday's attacks. So as you can see, we do dead end a lot. I'll show you my attack, and then I'm going to show you an attack by someone else. Where am I? I usually attack at the start of the operation. There we go. So 114 troop damage, I think 184% gunboat energy. This is the base, so a lot of rockets and stuff to be worried about. I had some warriors, and my goal was just to open up the beach, so people can just make a straight path for the core. So to do that, I need to take out these rockets. There's a lot of threats here. The rocket, the shock launcher, the flamethrowers, the mortars. So much stuff to get rid of. So the 2 shock bombs on the left, deal with that. The 1 shock bomb on the right. 1 underneath, and some critters to distract the rocket. So I took out 1 flamethrower, 2 rockets, and I almost took out the 3rd. You guys don't know, but the flamethrowers have about 100k health, and the rockets have just under 150k. I think it's like 146 or something like that. So all up, I did about 600k damage. So I was pretty proud of that. But back to yesterday's op, there was a really amazing attack, and I have to show you guys that. I was really glad I got to see it live. Assembly, and it was done by a guy called I Play Wasted. Maxed out Zukas, 210% gunboat energy, 116 troop damage, and 96 of them, so that's maxed out gunboat, landing crafts. And it's on the same base that I did, actually, that I opened up. So your typical beach style landing here. We'll just fast forward that. Your standard flare to the corner, and you'll see he flares up here. When this happens, your Zukas normally go to this corner, as you can see, and then walk in a straight line. Once you do that a few times, you'll get to realize that a bit. Timed the ending of the flare so he could go up here. Unfortunately, his smoking there was a bit off. You could see he got caught by a rocket early on, and then that flamethrower. So he did sustain some losses, but this is a really great example of why you never give up when you do stuff like this and you don't panic. So these 2 rockets and the laser were the only thing that were in range. He shocked a bit late there. I think he forgot how delayed the shocking is from this distance. But he still gets the job done. And look at how much health he's taking out here. These cores have like 2 million or something, 3 million health each time, so it's not like this was it's not like it's a pushover base and an easy attack. So he did a really good job taking out that much health in one move. So hats off to that guy. If you guys like this video, definitely let me know. I'll be sure to give you guys some more footage. I think I actually did a really cool attack with some scorches the other day. If I can show you guys that. Where am I? No. Curtain call maybe? It's out of time. I can't show you guys that, unfortunately. But yeah, if you guys like that, let me know. I'll give you guys some more of these sort of videos. But until next time, peace out.